Monetary Policy Statement and OCR at 2 p.m. we publish the official cash rate, our monetary policy statement, our media release about the monetary policy statement. The monetary policy statement is published on our website and announced to financial markets at 2 p.m. NZT, and then emailed to our news subscribers and shared on our X/Twitter account. It can take a few minutes for information to appear on our website. We reserve the right to make changes to timing if required due to unexpected developments. In that unlikely event, we would give the markets and the media as much warning as possible. Australia's inflation cools, boosting case for rate pause. Australia's monthly inflation gauge snapped 2 months of acceleration in October, bolstering the case for the Reserve Bank to resume pausing interest rates next week. The consumer price indicator rose 4.9% from a year earlier, the first reading for the fourth quarter and lower than economists' estimate of 5.2%, Australian Bureau of Statistics data showed Wednesday. The RBA raised rates earlier this month as inflation has proved sticky and the economy and labor market show more resilience than anticipated. The cash rate currently stands at 4.35%, a 12-year high. Solving the wrong problem. My favorite story about Sam Bankman-Fried involves his time at Jane Street Capital, where he built a system to get the 2016 U.S. presidential election results before any mainstream media outlets. Bankman-Fried and a team of analysts, each of whom worked on a specific state, were able to obtain the state-level results of the 2016 election sometimes minutes before CNN, and others, announced them publicly. However, despite learning of a pending Trump victory before anyone else, Jane Street still managed to lose money on their trade because they bet against U.S. markets. Though their short position seemed like the right choice initially, as the night went on and the market digested Trump's victory, a U.S. rally ensued. Michael Lewis recalls the turn of events inside Jane Street and going infinite. Read the November Monetary Policy Statement. Interest rates are restricting spending in the economy and consumer price inflation is declining, as is necessary to meet the committee's remit. However, inflation remains too high, and the committee remains wary of ongoing inflationary pressures. Internationally, economic growth has been stronger than was expected at the start of this year but remains below trend and is likely to slow further. This subdued growth outlook will continue to restrain New Zealand's export revenues. In New Zealand, demand growth has eased, but by less than anticipated over the first half of 2023 in part due to strong population growth. The OCR will need to stay restrictive, so demand growth remains subdued, and inflation returns to the 1 to 3% target range. Monthly Consumer Price Index Indicator. The monthly CPI indicator is a measure of inflation and includes statistics about prices for categories of households' expenditure. Key statistics. The monthly CPI indicator rose 4.9% in the 12 months to October. The most significant price rises were housing, plus 6.1%, food and non-alcoholic beverages, plus 5.3%, and transport, plus 5.9%. What's new this month? 75 years of the CPI. The ABS has collected prices for goods and services for over 100 years, with the quarterly CPI dating back to 1948. To mark the 75-year milestone of producing the CPI, a media statement and article titled "What Changes in Prices and Their Collection Tell Us About Australia" have been released. Thank you.